Hello everyone. In previous video, you have learned how to get APIs from Gamehubs. In this lecture, you will learn how to install Android Studio from scratch. So first of all, open up your browser and then search for Android Studio. Now click on the first link is in the search. Now as you can see there is a download button. Click on it. Scroll down to accept its terms and conditions. Accept it. And download button is enabled now. Click on it. As you can see, the download executable file size is 1.04 GB. So let's start download. Our download is started. If you know how to install Android Studio properly in Windows 11 or 10, then you can skip this lecture or proceed to next video. And if you want to learn how to install Android Studio, then please wait till it is installed. As you can see, it is successfully downloaded. Now let's open the folder. Open the folder. As you can see, there is an Android Studio executable file. Right click on it and press select open. As you can see, installer pop-up is showing. Let's click on next. Then select this Android virtual device. It is by default selected. Let's next. You can select your installation directory if you want. By default it will pick up automatically. You can, if you want any other location in your PC, then just select the browse location, or I'll say skip this step and press next, then press install. Installation of Android Studio is started. Do not run any other installations or uninstallation process while installing Android Studio. If you have antivirus in your system, then please disable it or block the firewalls of Android Studio. As you can see, installation is completed. Let's click on next. Then click on start Android Studio and click on finish. First time, if you are installing Android Studio first time, then by default it will select do not import settings. And if you have selected if you have installed Android Studio already and want to upgrade after uninstalling, then it will show you by default this. Then you have to select the directory, but I recommend click on do not import settings and then click on OK. As you can see, it will ask you to allow or do not allow to improvement of the Android Studio by collecting their users data. It is totally up to you. You can deny it or allow them. Just don't send or send user statistic to Google. I will choose do not send. After that, Press next. Then you can select anything. Custom installation, we will select the desired components to install, but you should select standard. It will automatically install the pre-required things. Press select next. Here you have to select the theme of your Android Studio. Light or Dracula means dark. I prefer dark, so let's click on next. As you can see, there is some components which is listed is here: emulator and emulator hypervisor driver, HTK tools 34, which is the latest version. So it will install automatically after on click. If you do not have data in your Wi-Fi or router, then please recharge it because it will need more data to download these large files. If you do not sure you have not data equal to this amount of GB, then please cancel these steps. After later install the completely. If you started it by next click, and if your data is ended, then it will corrupt all the installation. Then again you have to uninstall Android Studio, then install from scratch, right? So make sure you have proper data in your router to download all these files. Then press next. Here you have to accept a license agreement of the SDK. Just click on first one and select accept, and then click on second one and then also accept it. Click on and here accept, and now finish button is enabled. Let's click on finish. As you can see, our downloading of components from Android Studio has been started. As you can see, I will pause the video. As you can see, our downloading of components has been finished. Now click on finish button. As you can see, our Android Studio installation is successful. Now in the next lecture, you will learn how to create a new project from scratch. For now, bye bye. We'll meet you in the next lecture.